Life is not just something that happens to you, it's something you create. Every thought you think is a brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny. Your mind is not a passive observer, it is the most powerful architect in the universe. If you can imagine it, feel it, and believe it, you can bring it into existence. The truth is, the world around you is a mirror reflecting the images you hold within. If you focus on fear, limitation, and doubt, you'll attract more of it. But when you focus on possibility, abundance, and growth, the world shifts in your favor. This isn't magic, it's the law of alignment. What you dwell on expands. Think about it. Every invention, every breakthrough, every world changing idea began in someone's mind. The airplane was once a dream, the smartphone was once science fiction, and even the life you have right now was once just a vision in your imagination. The same force that created all of this is within you. You don't need permission, you don't need the perfect timing, you need the courage to decide that your vision is worth fighting for. Manifestation isn't just sitting back and wishing, it's an active process. It's seeing the future you want so vividly that it pulls you forward, no matter what obstacles come your way. It's aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward your goal until the universe has no choice but to respond. Stop telling yourself the story of your limitations. Start telling yourself the story of your power. Wake up each day and speak life into your dreams. I am capable. I am worthy. I am unstoppable. When you live in that vibration, opportunities find you, people support you, and doors open where there were only walls. The power to manifest a new reality is already in your hands. More importantly, it's already in your mind. Choose the thoughts that serve your purpose. Choose the beliefs that ignite your fire. And never forget, your future is not written in stone. It is written in your imagination first. Your mind is your magic. Use it. When you set out to manifest a new reality, the very first step is absolute clarity of vision. This is where many people stumble. They say they want a better life, more money, or happiness, but those are vague and undefined. Your mind works like a GPS. If you only tell it somewhere better, it doesn't know which road to take or when you've arrived. Clarity is power, because the sharper your vision, the stronger your ability to attract and create it. Think of your mind as a powerful projector. Whatever image you hold in vivid detail is what will eventually be displayed on the screen of your life. Clarity means going deep into the specifics. If you want a dream home, don't just think, I want a nice house. Picture the color of the walls, the texture of the floor, the smell of the fresh paint, the view from the balcony. If you want a thriving business, imagine your office space, your ideal clients, the type of work you do daily, and even how you feel closing deals. The mind responds to detail because detail makes it real. When your vision is sharp enough, your subconscious begins to scan for opportunities, connections, and ideas that align with it. Just like when you decide to buy a certain car, you suddenly start seeing it everywhere. Having clarity also means setting an emotional tone for your vision. Don't just ask, what do I want? Ask, how do I want to feel when I have it? The emotional clarity creates a deeper connection, because emotions are the language of the subconscious mind. If your goal is financial freedom, what feelings come with that? Relief, confidence, joy. By defining this, you not only shape the outcome, but also the energy you'll carry while working toward it. Another powerful aspect of clarity is knowing why you want what you want. Your why fuels your persistence when obstacles arise. If your vision is only about surface level desires, it's easy to abandon it when challenges hit. But if your vision connects to a meaningful purpose, helping your family, expressing your talents, making an impact, then it becomes a mission rather than just a wish. That's when your mind and heart work together with unstoppable force. Clarity also helps eliminate distractions. When you know exactly where you're going, it's easier to say no to things that don't align. You stop scattering your energy in random directions and start channeling it like a laser. You become less reactive to temporary setbacks because your eyes are fixed on the bigger picture. The process of getting clarity may take time, and that's okay. It requires honest self-reflection, deep thinking, and sometimes even trial and error. Write down your goals in detail, create vision boards, meditate on your dream life, and revise until it feels right. Your mind loves specificity. When it knows the target, it can direct your thoughts, beliefs, and actions toward hitting it. Without clarity, manifestation is guesswork. With it, you hold the blueprint to your new reality, and every day becomes a step closer to bringing it to life. Belief without doubt is the foundation of manifestation. You can have the most vivid vision in the world, but if deep down you don't believe it's possible, your mind will sabotage you at every turn. Belief is the invisible force that determines what you allow yourself to pursue, what risks you're willing to take, and how much persistence you can summon when challenges arise. The mind is like fertile soil. Whatever seeds of belief you plant will grow. If you plant doubt, fear, and limitations, those will blossom into hesitation and missed opportunities. But if you plant certainty, faith, and possibility, you'll find ways to create what once seemed impossible. True belief means eliminating the what if it doesn't work thoughts and replacing them with what if it does. It's not about blind optimism. It's about consciously choosing to trust your vision even when the evidence isn't there yet. This is where most people give up. They start strong, but the moment reality doesn't match their dream, they begin to doubt. Doubt is the anchor that keeps you tied to your current circumstances, while belief is the wind that pushes you into new territory. Your belief sets the limits for your life. If you believe you can only earn a certain amount, meet certain kinds of people, or live in a certain way, that's exactly where you'll stay. Your mind is wired to protect your current identity, so when you set a goal beyond your comfort zone, it will try to pull you back by whispering things like this is unrealistic or you're not good enough. But manifestation requires that you deliberately overwrite those old programs with empowering ones. That's why affirmations, visualization, and surrounding yourself with possibility-minded people are so important. They reinforce your belief until it becomes your default state. Belief also affects how you act. When you believe your success is inevitable, you act with more confidence, make bolder moves, and recover from setbacks faster. You stop seeing failures as proof you can't do it, and instead see them as feedback guiding you to a better approach. This mental resilience is what keeps your manifestation process alive long enough for it to take form in the physical world. The key is to understand that belief is a choice you make daily. You don't wait for proof to believe, you believe to create the proof. Think of inventors, explorers, and visionaries throughout history. The Wright brothers believed humans could fly when everyone else thought it was impossible. They didn't wait to see a successful plane before believing. Their belief came first, and the results followed. To strengthen your belief, guard your mind against negativity. Avoid people and environments that reinforce limitation. Feed your mind with stories of success. Surround yourself with reminders of your goal, and act as if your dream is already on its way. When belief replaces doubt, your energy, decisions, and actions align with your vision, and manifestation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Emotional alignment is one of the most powerful forces in the process of manifestation, because emotions are the fuel that energizes your vision. You can think all the positive thoughts in the world, but if you feel doubt, frustration, or fear, you send a mixed signal to your subconscious and to the universe. Your emotions act like a frequency transmitter, and whatever vibration you consistently send out is what you attract back. This is why it's not enough to simply want something. You have to feel as if it's already yours. When your thoughts and emotions align, they create a magnetic pull that draws your desired reality into existence. Imagine wanting to be financially free. If your mind says, "I'm wealthy," but deep down you feel stressed and worried about money, your energy is split. The subconscious mind responds more strongly to emotion than to logic, so it will prioritize the fear over the thought. On the other hand, if you cultivate feelings of abundance, gratitude, and joy, even before your financial reality changes, your subconscious begins to align with that new identity. You start making decisions, spotting opportunities, and taking actions that match the vibration of wealth. The easiest way to align emotionally is to practice feeling the emotions of your desired outcome right now, not one day in the future. If you want love, feel the warmth, connection, and joy as though your ideal relationship is already in your life. If you want success, feel the pride, fulfillment, and gratitude of achieving it before you physically have it. This is not pretending or lying to yourself, it's training your emotional state to match your vision, which tells your subconscious mind, this is who I am now. Gratitude is a powerful emotional tool in this process. When you genuinely appreciate what you already have, you shift your focus away from lack and into abundance. This emotional shift makes it easier to attract more of what you want. Gratitude rewires your brain to notice opportunities and blessings you might otherwise overlook, creating a natural flow toward your goals. Another key element of emotional alignment is consistency. It's not enough to feel inspired once or twice. You need to sustain these feelings daily. That's where habits come in. Meditation, affirmations, journaling, and visualization can help you regularly reconnect with the emotions of your desired reality. Music, movement, and spending time in uplifting environments can also instantly raise your vibration. It's important to note that emotional alignment doesn't mean you never feel negative emotions. It means you don't stay stuck in them. When fear or doubt shows up, you acknowledge it, then intentionally shift back into a state that matches your vision. Over time, your emotional default will naturally match the life you're manifesting. When your thoughts are clear, your belief is strong, and your emotions are fully aligned, you become an unstoppable magnet for your dreams. The energy you carry each day determines the reality you create, and emotional alignment ensures that energy is working for you, not against you. Consistent mental focus is the glue that holds the manifestation process together. Your mind is constantly processing thousands of thoughts each day, and without intentional direction, it can easily drift toward worry, distraction, or limitation. Manifesting a new reality requires that you repeatedly bring your attention back to your vision until it becomes the dominant mental picture you carry. This isn't about obsessing in a desperate way. It's about training your mind to make your desired outcome its natural point of reference. The reason focus is so powerful is because of the way the brain works. Your mind has something called the reticular activating system (RAS), which acts as a filter for information. Out of the endless amount of data you encounter daily, your RAS only allows through what it believes is important to you. When you focus consistently on a goal, you program your RAS to notice anything that could help you achieve it, opportunities, resources, and people that you might have otherwise ignored. Without focus, those opportunities pass by unnoticed. Consistent focus also shapes your beliefs. Every time you mentally revisit your vision, you strengthen the neural pathways in your brain that say, this is possible. This is who I am becoming. On the flip side, when you allow your focus to be consumed by fear, setbacks, or distractions, you reinforce the idea that your vision is out of reach. Manifestation is about keeping the mental scales tipped toward possibility long enough for your thoughts to turn into action and your actions to turn into reality. One of the best ways to maintain focus is through visualization. Spend a few minutes every day imagining your desired reality as vividly as possible. What you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste in that reality. Make it so clear in your mind that it feels more real than your current circumstances. The more you immerse yourself in that image, the more natural it becomes to take steps toward it in the real world. Another tool for focus is intentional self-talk. The words you speak to yourself reinforce your attention. If you continually say, this is hard, or I'm not there yet, you're focusing on the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Instead, speak as though your vision is already unfolding. I am moving closer every day. I attract the right people and opportunities. I am capable of achieving this. This not only keeps your attention on the goal, but also aligns your emotional state with it. It's also important to protect your focus. Limit exposure to negativity, whether it's the news, gossip, or people who constantly reinforce limitations. Distraction is the enemy of manifestation. Create an environment, physical, mental, and emotional, that keeps your vision front and center. When you master consistent mental focus, you create a steady stream of energy toward your goal. Over time, this momentum becomes unstoppable. The reality you desire stops feeling like a distant dream and starts becoming the natural next step in your life's journey. Inspired action is where dreams move from the mental and emotional realms into physical reality. Manifestation is not about simply wishing for something to happen and then sitting back, waiting for the universe to deliver it to your doorstep. It's about aligning your thoughts and emotions so strongly with your vision that you feel compelled to take steps toward it, steps that feel natural, exciting, and purposeful. These are not random, forced actions. They are actions that arise from clarity, belief, and emotional alignment, guiding you toward your desired outcome in a way that feels right. When you act on inspiration, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am serious about this vision. This builds momentum because every action you take reinforces your belief and strengthens your focus. Even small steps, when taken consistently, accumulate into significant progress over time. Many people underestimate this power, thinking they must take huge leaps to make change happen. In reality, steady, inspired steps are often more effective because they keep you moving without overwhelming you. Inspired action is different from busy work. Busy work often comes from fear or the need to control every detail, while inspired action comes from intuition and alignment. For example, if you're manifesting a new career, busy work might mean sending hundreds of generic applications to jobs you don't care about. Inspired action might mean attending a networking event that excites you, reaching out to a mentor you admire, or starting a project that aligns perfectly with your dream role. The difference lies in the energy behind the action. One feels forced, the other feels purposeful and energizing. Sometimes inspired action looks small on the surface but opens big doors. It might be sending a single email, posting an idea online, or signing up for a class. The key is to trust the inner nudges you get and act on them quickly, before doubt creeps in. The universe often works in steps, giving you just enough guidance for the next move rather than the entire journey. Your job is to take that next move in faith, knowing that each step will reveal the next. It's also important to stay flexible. Inspired action requires you to listen closely to your intuition and adjust when new opportunities or ideas come your way. The path to your goal may not look exactly as you first imagined, and that's okay. Sometimes the universe delivers your desires in unexpected ways, and inspired action is your way of staying open to those possibilities. Finally, inspired action creates confidence. Every time you take a step toward your dream, you prove to yourself that you are capable, resourceful, and committed. This builds a feedback loop. Action strengthens belief, belief fuels more action, and together they accelerate your manifestation process. Without action, even the clearest vision remains a daydream. With inspired action, your vision becomes inevitable because you are not only imagining your new reality, you are actively building it with every step you take. Patience and persistence are the twin forces that ensure your manifestation efforts bear fruit. In a world that glorifies instant results, it's easy to become frustrated when your vision doesn't appear as quickly as you'd like. But manifestation is not always an overnight process. It's more like planting a seed. You can't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You have to trust that the work you've done beneath the surface will eventually break through. Patience is the ability to hold faith in your vision even when there is no visible proof yet. When you begin manifesting a new reality, there's often a period where nothing seems to be happening. This is the most dangerous stage because it's where doubt tries to creep in. You might think, it's not working, or maybe this isn't meant for me. But the truth is, results often come after a buildup of unseen progress, opportunities aligning, people crossing your path, resources becoming available. Without patience, you risk quitting right before everything comes together. Persistence is what keeps you taking action during this waiting period. It's about showing up for your vision every single day, even when you don't feel like it. The most successful people in the world are not those who never face setbacks. They are the ones who refuse to give up in the face of them. They understand that failure is not a sign to stop. It's feedback to refine their approach. Persistence transforms temporary setbacks into stepping stones toward your goal. One of the biggest misunderstandings about manifestation is that once you visualize and believe, everything will happen smoothly. In reality, the journey often includes challenges designed to help you grow into the version of yourself who can handle your desired reality. If you want financial abundance, you may have to learn discipline and better money management. If you want a loving relationship, you may need to develop self-love and emotional maturity. These lessons can take time, and patience allows you to embrace them instead of resisting them. The combination of patience and persistence also strengthens your mental and emotional resilience. Patience teaches you trust in yourself, in your process, and in the timing of the universe. Persistence teaches you discipline and the ability to keep going regardless of temporary results. Together, they create a state where you are unshakable. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstances because you know that as long as you keep moving forward, your vision will eventually become reality. To cultivate patience, practice gratitude for the progress you've already made, no matter how small. Remind yourself that every step forward is a step closer. To build persistence, set non-negotiable habits that keep you aligned with your vision. Daily affirmations, consistent action steps, and regular visualization. Over time, these habits compound into massive change. Manifestation is a marathon, not a sprint. With patience, you allow your dream to unfold at the right time. With persistence, you ensure you're still standing when it does. Together, they make your new reality not just possible, but inevitable.